Hello friends, this video is for the assignment cycle June 2024. This is for semester 4 of banking management and semester 3 for finance management. The subject is corporate finance. Let's begin with question 1. Sanjana decides to invest in a recurring deposit at the rate of rupees 2000 per year for 5 years and at rupees 3000 per year for next 10 years. What shall be the value of her investment at the end of 15 years if the rate of interest is 10%? If she wants to receive a lump sum payment of 1 lakh rupees at the end of 15 years, what should be the sum invested each year for 15 years at the same interest rate? Calculate showing formulas and detailed working. Amounts may be rounded off to nearest rupee. Okay, so here it's a problem solving for us so that you can go step by step with the formulas. And theory, I think you can come close to 500 words is enough, and then maybe another 500 words can be covered up in your solving the problem. Okay, so let's move on with the chapter 2. We can start with the introduction part of it. Page number 25. So here comes your introduction part of it. You can take a brief about it, and then the simple interest approach, and you can write down some more about the compound interest approach. So future value, present value. So these informations are going to be important to mention. Kindly mention the formulas, and when you're mentioning the formula, sometimes the plagiarism can come up, but you can clearly mention at the bottom telling that it is being taken from your textbooks. Okay. Yeah, so these two approach, and then you have one example which is given as a worksheet example 2. Page number 35. Yeah. Okay, where are we? Yes. So here is a problem which is a little bit closer to our approach, our problem, what has been mentioned in the textbook. But the problem here is it is mentioned for how to solve in Excel. So what you can do is you can put up all the values in Excel. It is mentioned very detailedly here. So you can put up and then cross-verify your calculations. What you have done is right. Okay. But in the answer, I request you to go ahead and put each and every step-by-step formulas, whatever you're putting up. So like this, as an example, you can see as a simple multiplication also has been mentioned here. Okay, so this is very important for you to score a value, high values, basically high marks here. Okay, then coming to the solution. So I've given you approximate values. Please do not copy paste these values or do not even go ahead with these values. So it's very vague values I have given. There are some more digits which will come up here. So once you calculate, you will come up with these digits. Okay. So for the first 5 years, the future value is coming approximately 35,000 because she's investing 2,000 rupees. And then for the next 10 years, the future value is coming as 1,19,000. Okay, so the total will be 35,000 plus 1,19,000. It is coming as 1,55,000. So at the end, what has been asked is like, what is the amount? Calculate the same interest rate. That what should be in what if she wants to receive 1 lakh as end of 15 years, what should be the sum invested each year for 15 years? So it is coming approximately 3,500. Okay, so please don't go by these values. I've just given you some examples of approximation. So when you put up all the informations in the formulas, you will get it exact values. Okay. Question 2. Atharva Textiles is suffering from declining profits, one of the key reasons for which has been pointed out as inventory management. The following details are collected by the finance manager. Purchase price per unit is rupees 1,000. Cost incurred at the time of each order is 600 rupees. The number of orders placed in a year are 30. The firm incurs a cost of 5% to carry inventory cost. Average inventory held 2,500 units. Determine the current total inventory cost. Also, advise what should be the optimum order quantity to minimize the cost. if the annual demand for the enterprise is 1,65,000 units, what shall be the total inventory cost at that level? So we are looking for inventory model here. Again, it's a calculation part of it, so you can write up nearly 500 words giving what is inventory, introduction part of inventory, and how it is important and all. I'll just give you a very brief of efficient inventory management straight away for our calculation purpose. 285. Cost related to inventory: ordering cost, carrying cost. Then you have efficient inventory management, inventory policies, conservative policy, and aggressive inventory policy. And then inventory control with the EOQ model. Okay, so all these basics you can take up, and these are the formulas what has been given now, so that you can take up for calculating the EOQ. Okay, then moving on for the calculation part of it. Okay. Not this one. Inventory control with the EOQ model. I think this you can use it for the solution. Yeah, here comes the total inventory cost, TOC plus TCC. Then you have to identify what is the TOC and what is TCC. Okay, so for each you have to understand the formulas. Yeah, this is your TCC formula, total carrying cost, and this is your TOC formula. Okay, so each of it you put up all the values what has been given in the question, and then you'll be able to answer. So I have just given you approximate answers. Again, please don't go by these answers exactly. So they are very, very approximate. So the exact digits you will be getting only when you put up all the informations in the respective formulas. Okay, so EOQ is coming close to 600, and current total inventory cost is coming close to 15,000. So I believe in this formula we are getting as EOQ very close to this value for the optimum order quantity. To minimize the cost is also coming almost similar. Okay, question 3. A. Priya Industries sells their product at rupees 80 per unit. They incur a variable cost of rupees 45 to make the product. Annual credit sales of Priya Limited is 50,000 units. They give a month's credit and have a closing debtor balance of 3 lakh. The finance manager decides to increase the credit period from existing 30 days to 45 days. They have an increase in sales quantity by 10% with the closing debtor balance going up to rupees 4,24,000. Cost of funds for the firm is 20%. Calculate the investment in additional receivables. What should be the considerations to assess the effectiveness of the additional credit period? Should Priya Industry continue with the relaxed credit or reinstate it to 30 days? Okay. Then question B, a firm sells 2,000. So it's not related to this one. So this is going again a separate one. A firm sells through 2,000 baskets at rupees 100 each. The basket has a making charge of 50 each and a fixed operating cost of manufacturing rupees 50,000 per year. Calculate the contribution and DOL. Also show the impact if SP increases by 50% on the contribution and DOL. What does the change in DOL signifies? So let's tackle first with the question A. Question A, we can go straight away to the chapter 10. Credit stands for a firm. 266. Relations for credit sales. Then credit policy. Credit conditions. I'm just reading out. There's if you want to understand the problem clearly, you can just read out this. Otherwise, you can directly go here. Credit stance of a firm. So this is where we are having cost involved, monitoring opportunities, and then variable credit stance. And yeah, this is where we are getting all the formulas. Bad debt losses. Okay, credit stand decisions. Okay, so increased sales, that's where we are seeing net turnover of the receivables. Then, yeah. So we have an example which is close to the problem what is mentioned here. 71 is here. So this is the problem which has been given, which is coming very close to the information what is given in our problem. So you can follow this step-by-step process how they have been solving their problems, and you can follow that and solve your problem. Then I've just tried to guide you in the same direction. Like original closing debtor balance is coming as 3 lakhs, and new closing debtor balance is coming as 4,24,000. Again, increase in closing debtor balance is 1,24,000. So if you just minus these two, you're getting it this one. So again, I'm emphasizing that don't believe on these numbers. It is just an example what I have done it. Okay. Then going with the problem B, 4.2 operating leverages in the page number 86. Introduction, operating leverages. So here comes the DOL, degree of operating leverages. So this is the formula. Okay. So again, as an example, 4.1, 89. So you can take up this one. A very simple how to calculate DOL and how the parameters are given and how the values has been used here. So this is what you can take up as an example. Then impact again, change in variable cost and change in fixed cost is what we have mentioned here. Okay. And with the solution of keeping till here, whatever data is given, the DOL is coming in minus, and then if you go ahead with the 50% SP increase, that is coming close to 0.003%. So again, you can calculate in the same way to get the exact values. Okay, thank you so much guys, all the best.